What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review for the Real Housewives of Miami, season 5, episode 13. So we start this episode off. We have Marisol and Alexia down to the weight loss clinic. Now, 1 minute Marisol said that she never uses it. She just likes the people and she's friends with the guy, doctor, weight loss or whatever. But then later on, she says that she comes down there and gets her shots all the time. Now, personally, I believe that Marisol definitely, partakes in things that help her stay nice and slim. They already joke all the time about how she don't eat nothing. So do I believe that that's what yes, I absolutely believe it. Okay. But basically, they were talking about the party, and Alexia is still upset with Nicole, and she felt like what Nicole did was rude. That Nicole threw that black card in that man's lap, and it was disrespectful. It was rude to him, and of course, Marisol is co-signing, child. Marisol is co-signing, saying, "Girl, yes, it was rude. It was rude." And she said, "Well, I'm already planning my gringo dinner, which is basically the dinner where all of them are gonna go out with their husbands." She said, and I'm not going to uninvite her because that's just not the type of person I am. I don't uninvite people to things. Then we have Nicole talking to Juliana saying, listen, I felt some kind of way about that whole situation and how it went down. But, I feel like we need a do-over. We went down to the Key West. It didn't turn out so well. Lisa had the situation going on. So let's go down to the Bahamas for a couple of days and let's have ourselves a do-over. Now, Juliana is looking like that is the last place I want to be, is stuck on the island with these hoes. But okay, girl. Yay. Let's go to the Bahamas. Then we see Juliana and Adriana talking. And Adriana is upset because Adriana is like, listen, you drugged this whole thing out about me dating a married man, and I felt some kind of way about it. And then you didn't even want to apologize to me. You didn't even want to acknowledge that you were wrong. Which I agree with you on that one, Adriana. Now, Adriana get on my good nerve, my good last nerve. But I'm with her on this one. And when you're right, girl. When you're right, you are right. And so then Julia was talking about the adoption process and how hard it is and how it is just so much harder than they anticipated. But she's not going to give up, girl. She's not going to give up. So then we see Larsa go on to talk to Lisa. Lisa has finally been served with divorce papers. So it is official. Lenny is divorcing her, okay? And Lisa is just talking about how hard it is. And, everything is so public and she's embarrassed. And, she's just still processing. And Larsa said, look, girl, listen, been there, done that. I know what it's like. I had people calling me from Dubai, okay? The newspaper was printing all kinds of stuff that wasn't true. People said I was cheating on my husband, but they didn't know we was already separated. And it was just a lot for me to deal with. But she also told Lisa, girl, look, you're going to have to put on your armor. You're going to have to change your mindset. Like, it is what it is. He has declared war, and you might love him, and you might want this thing to work out, but he has given you your marching orders, and you need to handle it accordingly. Now that's the third or fourth person that done told you to put your big girl panties on, Lisa. That is the third or first. Marisol told you first. Alexia told you via an attorney she brought to her house to tell you. And now you got Larsa telling you. Now these are all women who have gone through major divorces with men with some coin. So you better listen to what these people are trying to tell you, girl. Anyway. So now we have the gringo dinner. Now, they went through a whole definition of what gringo is, child, whatever. It's their husbands who are not Cuban. That's really what it boils down to, okay? So we have Marisol and her significant other, because we found out they're not legally married, but that ain't my business, and I ain't mad at you. Then we have Alexia and her husband. Then we have Gertie and her husband. And then we have Nicole and her fiance. So they're having dinner and everything is cool. Until Alexia brings up what happened down to her brunch with Nicole throwing that black card in that man's lap. And Nicole was like, girl, look, all I was trying to do was get some advice. Now, everybody else had a chance to ask their question, and I was just trying to ask my question. And once again, we start arguing. Well, you knew what it was, and you're married to an attorney, and if you really wanted the answer, you could have gotten the answer. And that was just rude. That was disrespectful. You threw that money in that man's lap like that. And Nicole was like, girl, you mad because you don't have one? Like, I don't understand. Like, what you mad for? Why you? And then Todd got involved and was like, you didn't defend her when that man was coming for her and that man was talking to her crazy. And why would you do that? You owe me an apology. And Nicole was like, girl, what? I don't understand how I owe you anything. What apologies do I owe you? And then Alexia's husband got involved because, or fiance, I mean Nicole's fiance, because I mean Alexia's husband was getting involved, talking about you shouldn't let no, you talk, I mean he was a friend of mine and he was offended, and why would you do that, and he was offended. So then, Nicole's fiance, who is with the shits, let me tell y'all something. I have not been making a big deal about this in my reviews, but I need y'all to be paying attention to Nicole's fiance. When I tell y'all he be getting them girls together, child, he done came for Larsa, he done came for Lisa, probably Alexia too, child. He be throwing them zingers out there. And I need y'all to be paying attention to what he's saying, because he is here for the shits, okay? So, of course, he threw his 2 cents in. Poor Gertie and her husband was on the sidelines like, I ain't even trying to get in that. That's white people business. That's not my business. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to say that because I know y'all going to be in the comments. They not white. They Cuban. I'm just joking. These are just jokes. But Gertie and her husband was like, I ain't in that. My name Paul. That's between that. I'm not getting in that. That's between them. Okay? And the whole thing turned into a whole argument where really at the end of it, I don't feel like Nicole apologized, but I also don't feel like Nicole owe you an apology. Just like I feel like you owe Adriana an apology and you refuse to apologize to her. I don't feel like she owe you no apologies. Child. So anyway, that's that. So then we see Alexia taking her son to the foundation that she did the fundraiser for last episode. And he's working with his life coach, and they're talking to him about being independent. And he's letting them know that he is scared. Like no one has ever, like Alexia takes him everywhere he needs to go. He's never been in a Lyft. He's never been in an Uber. She said, after something like that happens to your child, you deal with the guilt and everything. And then you are like, I don't want anybody else. Like, I'll drive him. I'll take him. After everything we went through, the trauma and everything, like, no, I got it. I got him. And I get it. I do. But, the foundation is there to let her know, listen, you're not going to always be here. And he has to learn how to be independent. And so they're going to start, those types of things with him being able to take a car, ordering himself an Uber and getting in an Uber and being able to go places. And he said he was scared, but they were like, that's natural. Like, being scared isn't the problem. Allowing your fear to stop you from doing things is the problem. We all get scared, but we have to take that step and we have to go, go out on that limb. So, so there was that. And then we have, Gertie, she done bought her child a turtle child. Okay. But she was talking to Nicole, and again, Nicole was talking to her about going to the Bahamas and, it being a do-over. And Gertie was like, girl, you sure? Like, I don't know how I feel about this whole going to the Bahamas thing. So then she said, I'm going to talk to Alexia one more time. I'm going to try to sit down with Alexia so we can resolve this issue one more time. But if we can't fix it then girl, I'm done. Like, I'm done with it. Okay. Larsa and Kiki take Lisa out to the script club, trying to get her mind off of Lenny, trying to get her to get a girls' night out. Let's get drunk. Let's have a good time. Child, Lisa talked about Lenny the whole night. Listen, she wasn't ready. Okay? When people are dealing with breaking up, relationship breaking up, girl, she wasn't ready. Larsa was trying to tell her, this is what you got to do to get back in the swing of things, and I'm going to show you a good time. They got bottle service and they were in the VIP by themselves. Because Lisa was like, girl, what you took me to an empty club to try to meet somebody? That's what we doing? Kiki was like, I'm bored. Let's get drunk. And she was drunk and she could barely stand up, but she got on that damn pole. I think security ended up putting her ass off that pole, but she did get up on it. But baby, Lisa talked about Lenny all night and how mean Lenny was being to her, how unfair Lenny was being. What about the kids? Lenny. I was sick of Lenny, but I understand that that's the way she is in this process. She's not ready. Okay, now I hope you're ready to get you a good lawyer. But as far as going out and dating and getting back into the single thing, she ain't ready for that. And I can understand it. So then we have Alexia and Nicole. Child, I'm sick of them. Alexia and Nicole. Alexia still feel like Nicole owe her an apology. Nicole is still trying to explain why she doesn't, and why what she did wasn't why she was like, I still don't understand why you don't understand why what Larsa did was a problem. Like, Larsa absolutely, like, that is my career. That's not just my job. That's not just something I do. That is absolutely my career, and I'm not understanding what you're not understanding. I'm not understanding why you're not understanding that that's a problem. And you still defending your friend. And yeah, I threw the black card down in your friend's lap. So you know what? For that, I apologize. But I don't feel like I owe you an apology, because I don't feel like I did nothing to you. And Alexia is like, but you absolutely owe me an apology. And, I don't know if I can move forward without an apology from you. And girl, Nicole finally just apologized. I think she just wanted to be over with the conversation and wanted the argument to be done. So she finally just said, girl, you know what? I apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. For whatever it is you want me to be sorry for. For whatever it is that you saying I did. I am sorry. You a better one than me. I ain't apologizing for nothing. But, and that's where the episode ends, child. Next thing you know, they showing us footage from them in the Bahamas acting a damn fool. So that's where we pick up, and I will see y'all later. Peace.